Congress leader Mani Shankar Iyer spoke to Headlines today, Mr. Shourie, and said that the matter has come before the courts and the courts have opined that there isn't adequate grounds to extradite Ottavio Kothroki. Given the fact that the courts have taken this opinion, there is political purpose in it for sure, but can anything substantively be achieved by reopening this case and for attempting to extradite Ottavio Kothroki after the Interpol notice against him too has been dropped, sir?
But did you ask my friend Mani Shankar Iyer who represented the case against Kothroki? It is this government. It is a collusive argument. Why don't you see the record in Argentinian government arrests the man. It keeps the man because there is a red alert notice issued by Interpol. And weeks pass. And eventually the Argentinian court lets him out on the ground that the CBI and the Indian government have not submitted the relevant papers. And what does the government say? That the CBI could not find a translator for Spanish 2-3 pages. Yeah, the Department of Spanish in Jawaharlal Nehru University where you are sitting. The External Affairs Ministry has people who speak Spanish. So if by these kinds of arguments you keep saying that the courts have concluded that there is no case, well then my friend, this is the result. Then wait for another 20 years and the courts 20 years from now will be saying, well, there is nothing about 2G, everybody is dead and gone. Another dead issue.
But the one fact, sir, you're also alleging that the government didn't allow the prosecution to go on as it should have. But the one fact that does emerge from all of this is that within the deep recesses of our government and our democracy, there is still some hope. Because if the government was as omnipresent and as powerful, this IT-80 order, the Income Tax Tribunal order, would never have come out. The tribunal order has come out, the government and the Congress party are now squirming, but it shows that it is possible, even given all the problems, for the truth to finally emerge.
I think if there is a single good man, he cannot be shaken in our system. But what the executive does over the years is that it only appoints weak men, henchmen or compromised men to positions of authority, so that they cannot then threaten it and they become very willing instruments of whoever is in office. That is what happens if you do that for 30-40 years. You get to a situation in which no corrupt person can be brought to book. So you and I and everybody must work towards a system of appointments in which honest people, persons of not just of integrity but of strength and of devotion to the country, are appointed to such posts. Otherwise today it is one Joginder Singh saying this, NDA did not allow me, then somebody else comes and he says UPA did not allow me, and we get two sides of the same story and we say, okay, let's wait till tomorrow and we'll have a new scandal.